To me, it's just hatred towards this young lady. Only thing she's doing, like you said, is out here. She's playing the game of basketball, and she's having fun doing it.
I love her game. A lot like Steph. She reminds me of Steph Curry a lot. You know,
anybody that does something flagrant to this young lady for what she's brought to the game should be suspended and fined big time for doing it.
Caitlin Clark is changing the face of basketball, and the world is watching. With her fearless style and non-stop energy, Clark has quickly become a standout star. Fans, analysts, and even some of the biggest names in NBA history are praising her. It's rare for a WNBA player to get this kind of attention, especially from legends who helped shape the game. Her impact is clear. Whether she's setting records or lighting up the court, Clark is more than just a great player. She's shifting how the game is played, and young athletes everywhere are paying attention. Of course, not everyone is on board. Like any rising star, she's had her critics, people who question her success or downplay her influence. That's when two basketball legends, Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, stepped in. Both icons spoke up in her defense, sending a strong, overdue message of support. Their words could help change how people see Clark and what she's doing for the game. Her rise brings to mind another game changer, Allen Iverson. Like Iverson, Clark made waves in college, showing off elite skills, confidence, and a love for the game that couldn't be ignored. Neither had the typical build of a top prospect, but they had heart, and it showed. Iverson brought style and swagger to the NBA, inspiring a generation. Now, Caitlin Clark is doing the same in the WNBA. Her sharp shooting, fearless attitude, and smart play are inspiring young girls all over the country to dream big and aim high. And Iverson has noticed. In a recent interview, he praised Clark's talent, drive, and calm under pressure. To him, it's clear. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing the game, she's redefining it. Both Allen Iverson and Caitlin Clark were stars long before they went. Pro in college, they lit up the court with highlight plays, nonstop buzz, and huge expectations, and neither one cracked under the pressure. They may not have had the size of typical top picks, but what they did have was even more important: top-level skill and unmatched heart. They didn't just live up to the hype, they went beyond it, changing the way the game is played. Iverson became a cultural icon with his killer crossover and fearless style. Kids everywhere copied him, how he moved, how he played, even how he walked. His street influence game forced the NBA to adjust. Today, Caitlin Clark is earning that same kind of admiration. Young girls study her step backs, her court vision, and her deep, confident shooting, hoping to be like her one day, and Allen Iverson has taken notice. In a recent interview, the Hall of Famer praised Clark's game, not just her skill, but her mindset, determination, and ability to shine when it matters most. To a legend like Iverson, it's clear, Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball, she's changing it.
Shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, you know, and not just scoring in basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's going to only get...
It's no surprise that Allen Iverson sees something special in Caitlin Clark, because in many ways, her game reflects his own. Iverson has been quick to praise Clark as the kind of offensive powerhouse who doesn't just play well, she drives the whole team. That's exactly what he did during his prime, and he sees that same fire in her. From the start, both Iverson and Clark were trusted to lead their team's offenses. The pressure was instant, and so was the expectation to score, and they both embraced it head-on. Iverson points to Clark's aggression and confidence as essential traits for any leader on the floor. But what sets Clark apart goes beyond putting up points. It's her court vision, her creativity, and her ability to lift everyone around her. Though she's one of the youngest on her team, her instincts as a playmaker are already top tier. Players like Clark and Iverson before her are known as floor raisers. Their presence alone makes everyone better. Whether it's pulling defenders, creating open shots, or simply moving the ball unselfishly, They change the flow of the game. Iverson once led a struggling Sixers team all the way to the NBA Finals on sheer will and talent. Now, fans are watching to see how far Caitlin Clark can take her team, and if you ask Iverson, she's only just getting started. With her skills, leadership, and determination, the future looks incredibly bright for Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark just keeps getting better, and there's no doubt she'll find a way to lead her team to new heights. The big question now is whether the Indiana Fever can build the right team around her. With the right supporting cast, players who fit and elevate her game, Clark could be headed for the biggest stages in basketball. It's a familiar story. Allen Iverson wasn't just a star, he was a show. Fans loved his explosive highlights and fearless play. Clark brings that same kind of magic. She's a natural performer who makes every game feel like an event and every ticket feel worth it. But with the spotlight comes pressure. Iverson often had a rocky relationship with the media. Clark, by contrast, seems to have figured that part out early. She handles interviews with calm, speaks thoughtfully, and carries herself with confidence. Her poise off the court is already turning heads. Even Charles Barkley, NBA legend and longtime sports broadcaster, has taken notice. Barkley, who's no stranger to the spotlight himself, recently praised Clark's maturity and media savvy. He knows how tough it is to manage both the game and the glare, and he's impressed by how smoothly she's doing it. Balancing high-level play with a polished public image isn't easy, especially for young athletes. But Caitlin Clark is already proving she can do both, and that's just one more reason why her future looks so bright.
Love about her, she never says a word. And now, when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster, much faster. She was playing too slow the first half of the season.
From the college season.
They didn't even give her the understanding, like, you girls been ready for the WNBA season. Y'all been working out on the nose. She came straight out.
Caitlin Clark is showing she can thrive in every part of the game. Inside the paint, beyond the arc, and everywhere in between. What really sets her apart isn't just her talent, it's her relentless work ethic and mindset. With huge expectations placed on her from fans, media, and her franchise, Clark hasn't just met the moment. She's blown past it. She's taken her share of hits on and off the court, but she's never backed down. In fact, she's proven. She's tougher than many expected. The most impressive part? She keeps improving as the season goes on. Adjusting to the pace and physicality of the WNBA is a serious challenge, especially for players coming straight from college, where the game plays very differently. The WNBA is fast, physical, and demanding in ways most fans don't see. For Clark, the adjustment has been even tougher. Defenders have been aggressive from day one, using extra physicality to try and slow her down, but she hasn't flinched. Her ability to take the contact and keep pushing forward shows how much work she's doing behind the scenes. On her body, not just her mind. It's been a pleasant surprise for some fans who saw her mostly as a finesse player, a sharpshooter, and passer. But now it's clear. Caitlin Clark isn't just skilled, she's built for the grind. Caitlin Clark is built to last, and she's changing the way people define dominance in basketball. Dominance doesn't always mean size or strength. Just ask Shaquille O'Neal, widely considered one of the most dominant players in basketball history. You might expect his favorite player to be someone who plays with power like he did, but it's not. It's Stephen Curry. That says a lot. Despite their totally different styles, Shaq sees greatness in Curry, and now he sees that same spark in Caitlin Clark. On a recent episode of Unapologetically Angel, a podcast hosted by Angel Reese, one of Clark's biggest rivals, Shaq didn't hold back. He praised Clark's dominance and even compared her impact to Curry's. Neither player relies on brute force. Instead, they've both changed how the game is played, with range, creativity, and vision. According to Shaq, that's the kind of innovation that really moves a league forward. To him, dominance isn't just about overpowering your opponents. It's about redefining what greatness looks like. And in that sense, Caitlin Clark, like Steph Curry, is leading a new era of basketball.
You think people love Caitlin Clark? besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph
Okay.
Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Roh, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He look like a perfect, normally office guy.
Yeah.
But he's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we never seen before. Never seen nobody do that on the